Don't delete it, fine.
You did.
Why Brandon messaged me all the time?
But random boy.
Oh, you're Brandon.
Oh, you was like, I was like, what?
Brandon boy. Henry said make sure you record it.
I knew you. I knew you. Shit.
100,000. He
So
needs to come and give me some of that money because I don't know what.
I wish and 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 I yeah. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull
Really. I've got my finger, you know. I don't know what it is.
Can't hear anyone.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, I want to tap 111 on the chat box. If you can hear me, tap 111 on the chat box before it starts. For the past few days, can everyone hear me?
No, I can hear
If you can hear me, tap 111 on the chat box.
I can.
Okay.
You can always clean it.
Hello? Alright guys, so basically, I'm gonna do the web analyzer training today. I guess everyone is super excited for this training. I'm super excited as well because for the past few days I've actually did some training myself on the web analyzer just to make sure I give you the best of knowledge. I want to thank everyone, each and every one of you for tuning in to the webinar today. Just gonna run through the web analyzer basically and basics. Write down, please jot down notes. You know, I don't want when you learn something, you don't apply it. The purpose of you tuning into the webinar today is for you to apply it in your own trades and make money for yourself, right? So I believe at the end of this webinar today, a lot of you are gonna making crazy amount of money, ridiculous amount of money in your trades, just like I'm doing. You know, even right now, I'm actually on the trade right now. You know, making about 6 grand on this trade. So yeah, and just using the web analyzer. I didn't even use the crypto analyzer. No flat trade. No, I'm on this kind of just using the web analyzer. This is 6 grand now, straight. Alright, so guys, uh, so let's get started. Alright, this is the web analyzer basically, and then the web analyzer is a confirmation tool. It also analyzes trades, right? Wait. Okay. I'm gonna refresh this page. Okay. All right. So when you log in, when you go to your IML back office, or when you type in web analyzer on your type in web analyzer on your Google or your browser, IML Web Analyzer. Obviously, you'll be asked to log in. If you paid for the service, you have the chance to use the web analyzer that you've paid for $15, and also have the chance to use the crypto analyzer, which is included with the web package. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit about the web analyzer and a little bit about the crypto analyzer today. Few things, okay? So I have got some strategy for the crypto analyzer as well, all right, and also for the web analyzer. So tune in, yes, tune in, write down notes because it's gonna be bomb. Okay, I'm super excited for every one of you because today we're gonna see some facts, some basic knowledge, fundamental knowledge that will gonna help you in terms of trading, technical knowledge as well. Okay, all right. So write down three things. Three things. Three things in trading: technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and sentimental analysis. Just write it down. Technical analysis. I'm gonna mute everyone. I'm sorry I didn't mute everyone.
Yeah? Oh, nothing. I just got some raw hanging.
Okay. Can you tune in, please? So, three things: technical, fundamental, and what else? Sentimental analysis. I'm gonna explain these three things for you, which is gonna obviously the it's gonna help you in your trades. So number one, technical analysis. What's technical analysis about? Now, technical analysis basically deals on, charts, trends, patterns of a particular currency pair of a trade. Right, now let's take that as an example. Now let's look at this trade. This is Euro USD. Now, there's something very particular about this currency pair, if you've noticed. Okay, I'm going to draw a line on this currency. Okay, which line should I use? Arrow. Let's use this one. Okay, let's use this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use this. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, fantastic. All right, so I move my mouse to from this point, right? I'm gonna move it. Okay, let me leave it first. The trade. Reduce the size of the trade just to show you what is a brief for what I'm gonna explain in this chart.
Ready for the green stick.
Don't be frightened because it's nothing scary. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. So look at this, guys, very carefully. There's something very particular about this trade. which I'm going to show you right now.
I'll produce, guys, anything else for you?
I'll produce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So I can expand that now. Amazing. Now, there's something very particular about this trade. Okay. Or okay, down a bit. I want to show you guys what you're trading. Move it to this point. Okay. Guys, look at this. Look at this, guys. Can you tell me what you can see about this trend or about this pattern of this particular currency pair by just looking at it? What can you say? I can see something very particular. There's something very particular about this trade. It's very unique, which obviously you can always see. Now, simple. I woke up in the morning, you know, I turned into my web analyzer, saw this chart. Let's say what time? At about 12 today. The, yeah, yeah. The value of the euro USD dropped to about 122609. Okay, from 123117 to 122609. Now, if you want to know how many pips it dropped to, very simple. Okay, now this is all tools you use as well to in the web analyzer. This is the position tool. Okay, this is called the line, trend line. You're gonna pick the measure line, use the measure tool. Okay, click on the measure tool, this one. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 9, 2. Click on it, click. Okay, and now we click on where we want to start counting from. We want to count from here. Click on it, and then you move your mouse down. Click on that, and you move your mouse down. Okay. I click on there. I want to measure from here. That's where it dropped from, and I move my mouse down. Now, how many pips? 53 pips. Right? 53 pips, right? Yeah, it's there. Minus 53 means obviously it's devaluation in price. That's minus 53. So you can know how many pips you're going to make and trade. All right. So before you even use a positioning tool, your position, you can tell how many pips you are going to make in a particular trade. All right. So it's 53 pips already. So very easy. So you don't need to go to your to start calculating minus entry price minus take profit to know your pips. You can know your pips. This very easy. Okay, good. Now there's something unique about this trade. Now when it dropped down to it dropped down to what's it called 1.22605, right? Something happened. It went on consolidation, right? At this point, it was consolidating. You could have gone on this trade and still made a little bit of profit. You would have made profit because on the Boliga band of the web analyzer, there's a particular law or fundamental that states that whenever the red candlestick, these are all candlesticks, the red and the green are all candlesticks. Whenever the red candlestick comes out of the lower line of the Boliga band, now I'm going to show you really quickly. Now this is a line, okay? Line, okay? This is called the lower line. Now this is the upper line. Line. Now, whenever the red candlestick Write down, guys. Write this down. Important. If you just know this, you can literally be making money every single day on your phone. Every single day on your phone. Now, whenever the red candlestick, remember, comes out of the lower line of the Bollinger Band, of the BB, aka BB.
It's not
Okay.
possible to apply to gamma because it's expensive. Because the hair is not the same
Okay.
cost of the gamma,
Then
you know?
it tends to go back up
Extra cheap, but
to a
not
buy.
expensive gamma, because here with the
Okay.
price,
So when the Bollinger Band drops out, comes out of the track of the lower line of the Bollinger Band, the trade or the currency pair tends to go up. Okay, very good. Now let's see something. When this line or this candlestick came out of the Bollinger Band, did it go up a bit? Did it go up? Now let's check. It did. Okay, good. So it came out here at about 1.22588. Yeah. It went up to, went up to 1.22737. How many pips? 14 pips. 14 pips, guys. 14 pips. Do you know how much you would have made in 14 pips? Just knowing that the fact that the red candlesticks comes out of the lower line of the Bollinger Band. Do you know how much you would just with 14 pips? I remember on a trade that I did with the crypto, no, I think it was a crypto. It was just 7 pips. I made quite a lot of money, but my lot size was big because I understood I could afford to risk high lot size on that trade because I understood the fundamentals about the web analyzer, that when the red candlestick comes out the lower line of the Bollinger Band, it doesn't matter if it comes out way down, it's definitely going to go back up. It doesn't matter if it's a downtrend. It has to go back up to come back down. It might go back up, then come back down more as a downtrend, but it has to go back up. Okay? Now, 14 pips on the trade. Imagine you're using, let's say, let's be what lot size you guys usually use? 0.01, 0.01, 0.05, 0.05, 0.10. That's £1. 0.10, 0.010, 0.10, that's £1 per pip. So £1 per pip, you would have made £14 on that trade, 0.10. If you made £14 on that trade and you place the trade twice, how much is that? 28. Now imagine you're doing the same thing all the time. So you make 14 pips, just knowing this rule, using this rule. 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28 in a day. Well, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You do it like 5 times a day. That's about, how much is that? That's about, going to about grand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You could make £1,000 a day if you want to, just following this rule. You can make £1,000 a day just following this rule every single day. Now back and front. 0.10. I'm telling you, I'm 0.10 is reasonable, right? It's still reasonable. So assuming you've got £300 in your life account, okay, 0.10 lot size, right? Because you've understood these fundamentals, you're not longer trying to learn how to trade, trying to, figure out how to use the tool. Now you understand how to use the tool. Now you place a buy stop or a buy limit. Now using the buy, I'm going to tell you 2 things now. When you want to place a trade, there are 2 factors that determine if you're going to use a buy stop or a buy limit or a sell stop or a sell limit. Now it depends how volatile the market is. Number 1, right? It depends on the news at that particular time. So if assuming so assuming you made, watching news and said the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, was resigned, right? Due to, I don't know. Do you know what's going to happen to the pound at that time? it's definitely going to affect the pound. You're going to drop drastically because there are some investors or some company that actually, still in investing in the UK, in the country, based on based on incentive that be given to them, free tax and stuff. So the moment the prime minister resigns, that means the next person is going to be coming on board might not, be lenient or might not have grant same gratuity to them, to the companies. So automatically, those companies withdraws their investments from the economy, and the value of that particular currency drops. Now, this is what you do when you're home, or when you're less busy. Go to your laptop, sit down, go to different news channel. Right? These are the factors that affect value of currencies. Politics, right? I know some of you don't really watch news that much. You just look at trade and say, oh, it's going to drop. It looks like it's dropping, and then the next thing it goes in reverse, and you're wondering. I think the broker is, the scammers. They're trying to rob me of my money, because you don't understand that there are certain factors that might affect the particular currency. And sometimes they tell you at about 2 p.m. The Minister of Finance is going to give a news reports about currency, about the total view of the economy at about 2 p.m. And then you place a buy on that currency. You were not patient enough to not just to listen to what they're going to say. So if they say that currency is in the economy, based on what with statistics and stuff, it hasn't been good, based on this, based on that, guess what, guys? The value of that economy, of that currency pair, is going to drop as well immediately. Okay, it's going to drop immediately. All right, guys. Good. All right. So back to what I was saying. 14 pips. 14 pips there. 14 pips there. You'll be making a lot of money. All right. So that's it for that one. I move on. So I said to you, all right? I said, when the red candlestick comes out the lower line of the Bollinger Band, it tends to go back up, as a fundamental. When the green candlestick comes out the upper line of the Bollinger Band, it tends to come down, right? It tends to come back down into deficits, into the values as well. Now, guys, the values as well. Okay. Now, let's take a look good at this one. Right? At about 7:45 in the evening, you came across a particular trade, because you know that based on the fundamentals, technical. I'm gonna answer your questions, guys, later on. Okay, I'll speak a little bit louder. Okay. All right. Based on the fundamentals, guys, the lower line of the Bollinger Band, right? Did it go up? Now, when it came out the lower line, did it go up? Did it go up? Yes. Now, assuming you got on the trade at this point, because you heard, or you were told. Now it's a fact that when the red currency comes out of the lower line, it's gonna go back up, right? You got in, you place a buy stop or a buy limit, you got in, it comes back down in loss, goes back up in profit, it's going up. Now you're right there, you made profit, and then it drops way down in loss. What happens next? The next thing, it goes back up in profit all the way up, and you've made. Now let's see how many pips you would have made on that trade from this point, right, to this point. You would have made 48 pips just understanding how the web analyzer works. You would have made how much? 48 pips on that particular trade. So you would have made 48 pips. Okay, amazing. Good. Now we've done the red candlestick. Now let's take a look at the green candlestick instead. Okay, ready? Now assuming you woke up as well, or you came back from work, you saw that the green candlestick came out of the upper line of the BB, right? This is what you should do, right? You place a buy stop or buy limit, right? Just to be sure, right? You can place a buy stop below the current price and leave it. Place take profit, stop loss, leave it. Guess what was going to happen? The next thing that was going to happen is you're going to make, let's see how many pips you would have made on that trade. So assuming you go on the trade at this point because you came out, yeah, right? And you go on the trade at this point, you would have made 21 pips. 21, yeah? 21 pips, you know, that's good money. So assuming you just every day, every trade. Now let's check as well how many minutes it took to move to 21 pips. Let's check how many minutes as well. Let's check. From this point to now this was 8:15, right? To this point, what time? 9:30. That's about an hour, 25 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, thereabout. So in all 25 minutes, you would have made 20 pounds. I know there are a lot of people, you know, all over the world, they don't make 20 pounds in an hour, right? People don't make 20 pounds in an hour. So why wouldn't you, you know, learn a skill or learn something that's going to be making you 20 pounds? If you're making £6.50 in an hour, and I remember then when I was working, before I could go into the job, I had to do 6 months probation, right? I see a lot of people come into the company and they want to start making money in their first day, in their first, in your first, 3 days. I want to go live. And I remember then when you go into a company, they'll tell you, listen, policy and procedure, you need to go do 3 months probation, 6 months probation. Then if we were satisfied with the performance, then you can, or obviously you get the job, right? But now you were asked to go to IML Academy to learn a skill or just to watch videos online at your leisure time. You're not asked to do any job and every work on one and so forth. Just watch videos and learn a skill. You can place a buy stop. You can place a buy stop or sell stop. Buy stop or sell, buy limits, whichever you want. Depends on how volatile the trade is. Okay. Depends how volatile the trade might be. So yeah. Okay, guys. Now back to it. So let's look at Euro USD. As I said to you, as you know, when the red candlestick comes out of the lower line of the bodega band, right, it tends to go back up. So what do you think is going to happen to this Euro USD at this time? It's going to go back up as a buy. Simple. Okay. But there's something I want to tell you guys. Okay. Trend. I've noticed something on this Euro USD. Whenever the price is at 1.23099 or 1.23062, around 1.23, or something, the price tends to drop. Did you guys notice that? Did anyone notice? That's why I drew a line. That's why I drew a line above. So if you're placing a buy, make sure you place a buy not above 1.23 or something. So your number of pips should be from this point to 1.23 085 thereabout. No, that's what you should. That's what you would have. That's what you should do. You would have made 27 pips, which is good. Okay. So you place a buy stop here at this price, 1.2237, and leave it. Place your stop loss, take profit, and leave it. Go to bed. Okay. Wake up, pick up your profit. It's done, right? But on the polygon band, this is not just one of the. This is just one of the tools using obviously as to confirm a trade, but it's not the only tool as well. The only one you use is another one called RSI. Okay, this is all technical analysis, guys. So RSI. So but back to the BB again, or just a refreshment. This line tells you the prices of the trade. Current price 1.2280. Now when the trade is going to a buy, it turns green. When it's coming to a sell, it turns red. They're all called candlesticks. Okay. Now when you move your mouse to this point, you can actually zoom in the graph and zoom out the graph, make it smaller, make it bigger. Okay. Okay, make it bigger. And then you can, from this point, you can also make it smaller, make it bigger like this. Okay, done. Amazing, fantastic. Okay, so let's move on. RSI. We've got to Bolika band now. RSI. RSI. So RSI, guys. The full meaning of RSI is relative strength index. Write it down. Relative strength index. Relative strength index.
You didn't order because I didn't understand at all. I can order now.
Relative strength index. Now, what does this do? How important is RSI to trade? How important is RSI to particular trade? Very important, guys. Why? I'll tell you. Write down. On the RSI, it tells you the measurement of a particular currency pair at a particular time. The RSI tells you the measurement of a particular currency pair at a particular time. Okay, good. So how does the RSI work? Simple. Now, whenever the measurement is above 70 or 80, let's look at this now. So I'll go and change this one to slow. Now, let's take a look at this trade. Whenever the measurement is above 70, right, it tends to drop back down to a sell. So when you see, now this is 74, right? Did it drop? Yes, it did. This is what? 74. 8. Did it drop? Yes, it did. This is what? 78 as well. Did it drop? Yes, it did. Now, assuming you place a trade at this point, it dropped, you're making profit, you know, you're making £50, you're happy, you're making money. And then it goes back up, you know, to this point, and you're like, sad, I'm losing now. But the next thing, it comes back down. Now, what happened there? It gained resistance. Gained what? Resistance. So it went up and it came back down, all the way down, even more. So you would have closed it there, still, you would have made your money, make £50. But I'm sure £300 is better than £50, isn't it? Good. Amazing. So let's see how many pips we start. Let's check. I'll check for you. Okay? All right, guys. So from this point, you go on it. You mean you woke up, what time was it? At about midnight. 12 a.m. this morning. You turned to your web analyzer and you saw, oh, James said whenever it's above 70, 78 or 80, it's gonna definitely drop. Okay, so I'm gonna place a sell on this trade because I know it's gonna drop. Still, you place a sell on this trade to, assuming you close there, I'm gonna make just few pips. All right, you would have made 23, I think 23 pips. Let's check the time frame. So at about, what time was it? 12 a.m. So 11:45 yesterday. Okay. So I moved my mouse to 11:45 on the Bollinger Band. 11:45. Where is 11:45? 11:45. Good. 11:45. There. Okay. So on the other side was about 78, right? Although it was a uptrend, but still something happened. It dropped. Okay. So 11:45, I placed I saw the trade, and I placed a sell. It came down, went back up, it came down a bit, it went up, you're losing, and then it dropped, right? It went up more, and then it dropped. Okay, so it means the fact that the Bollinger Band is an uptrend doesn't mean you're not gonna make profits placing a sell. Okay, good. All right, so back to the trade. So you made from this point, you left it, placed your, obviously you wanted to make more pips because you know it's going to drop way more, and then it went up, right? It went up and then it came back down, the way down, and you probably closed there. You made £200 closed, and then obviously, you also know that when the measurement of the RSI falls below 30, you're gonna go back up as a what? As a buy, right? You're gonna go back up as a buy. It doesn't matter if it goes back to 6 or 16 or 20 or 1. It's gonna come back up. It's normal, okay? So what do? You just close it as you close your sell, and then you get ready for a buy. Same trade. So I can be doing Euro USD all day. I'm be chilling, just be making money Euro USD. I'll make few losses. I'll make I'll make 8 profits. I'll make just 2 losses on Euro USD all day, focusing on one trade. And there are people that they do whenever the trade comes in, they place trade on swipe trade, they place trade on Harmonic Scanner, they place trade on Web Analyzer, they place trade on the one on the group chats, they place trade on Telegram, they place trade on Facebook, they place trade on all trades that comes in. They are multi-traders, they're multi-traders. At the end, you see them, always on minus. You see them always on minus, always on minus. And I'm wondering, like, what's happened to my trade? Always, closing out, wiping out, swap team. there's always a swap team on their trades that swap up their live account away all the time. You know why? Because you're not, because when someone said, "Oh, you're USD, place a sell," and then you don't even think twice. The next thing you're doing, you just place, you know you just place the trade, and then you make you're wondering if MetaTrader 4 is actually trying to steal your money, trying to rob you of you're blaming JFX that they're not doing it. I mean, it's you're not placing the right trades because someone gave you a trade, and sometimes some people's broker, the enterprise of their broker is different from yours. So when someone give you a trade and give you an enterprise, and you enter with the enterprise on yours, the spread is different on different brokers. You end up losing. So what you do when someone gives you a trade, simple. Go to either to your phone or to your web analyzer. Check that trade again. Check. There are a lot of people. They post their trade all the time. Different platforms, and after a period of time, they cease to post trade again. They're silent. Right? Why? It's simple, because it means that Hurricane Katrina, as they made some losses in their trade. Why? Because you can make profit in trade. You can be winning in trading, but doing the wrong thing. So you can be making profits in your trades while you're doing the wrong thing. So you can just be placing trades. Oh, it's coming down. Oh, pop, pop. And the sound of trade when you place a place, there's a particular sound it makes. Pop. Or market execution, when you do market execution, you see manners straight away. So so if you know these fundamentals, look at this one. It came out of the line, right? Did it? Yes, it did. So what happened? See that? Can you see that, guy? Can you see that? No, just look at this. Look, just think. Everything are they actually true? Now look at this. Let's look at this one. Did it come out? So what happened? Did it go up? You just on this one, I could have just stayed on my phone without putting stuff on TikTok. Just look at it. Or just watch. Let's see what it's gonna do. And just close it. Okay. All right. Let's see how many pips this was. Remember, this is a 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart tend to carry more pips. Now, I myself, I don't do 15 minutes anymore. I've migrated to an hour, 30 minutes. Why? Because it carries more pips. There's going to be a time I'm going to be doing 4 hours a day trade, making like 300 pips per day, and I'm done for one trade, like this. I don't know how many pips I've actually made on this trade. So I'm just gonna show you guys this trade really quickly. This is a it's not crypto. This is normal currency. It's 6 grand. I don't know if everyone can see it. I don't know if anyone can see it. This is crypto. This is forex. It's not crypto. CAD JPY. Just one trade. Can everyone see it? Just one trade. Just one trade. Okay. All right. So let me show you guys again one more time, so you'll be amazed. I'm gonna teach you crypto analyzer today as well. Can you guys see it? Italian teams, can you see it? 6 grand, right?
Wow.
6,000. Okay. All right. So, why wouldn't you learn a skill that will give you £6,000 in a day? Why? Okay. Why? Why wouldn't you? I just wonder why. Wonder why you wouldn't learn a skill that will make you 6 grand a day. I believe Matteo is on the call today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Matteo, for your success as well. Matteo Baroncini, is this there? Yeah, it does a bit. The Italian teams, they're there as well. I believe, I remember then, guys, listen to this. This is my testimony about Matteo. Yeah, I remember then, 3 months ago, actually, when I signed up Matteo is my classmate, my Italian classmate. So I signed him up, and I told him about the project I was actually embarking on about, trading stock. So he bought into it. He signed up under me, and every single day while I was trading, Matteo would tune into my trading. So a lot of you guys are saying, "Oh, I want to see James teach me how to trade." If you actually serious about learning how to trade, you ask me, James, what time do you actually trade? Can I tune into your trading sections? You guys haven't actually seen me trading, live. I would tune into Matteo's trading. Matteo would tune into my trading, every single day, and we would place a trade. Now, at the beginning, when Matteo didn't understand the web analyzer, he made some losses. He never gave up. That didn't determine how much he was going to make in the future. At that time, he was making losses. While he was making losses, he was learning something. Every single day, he was learning new things. And now Matteo right now is making 900 euros every single day in his trades. Now, there is someone that was making £6.50 euro in his job before, and now is making 900 euro on a trade every single day. Now think about this. If your upline tells you, "Oh, you need to do the IML Academy first before you go live," and you say, "Oh, you know what? I think I'm quite comfortable. I want to go live now. I want to make quick cash." Listen, this is not a gambling scheme. It's not bets. It's not betting. Trading is understanding the fundamentals, understanding the rudiments, the politics. Do you know there's politics in trading? There's a lot of politics in trading. Now, news is a major factor. Social media. I remember last week, someone told me about Facebook. 2 weeks ago, he said Facebook was going to drop. He said Facebook was going to drop, I think it's going to drop because of the way this thing is going. And I'm like, that's true. On the group chat, on a there's a piece of the group chat, P1K. Someone made 27,000 in 1 week. Someone made 27,000 in 1 week. And another person traded that same Facebook as well because it dropped like massively. So if you knew that whenever there's a negative news about a particular company affects the value or the value of the investment of the company, why don't you just place a sell on the lower lot size, 0.01? Leave it. Trust me, 0.01 on the major news, you make a lot of money. 0.01 lot size on the major news, you can make £100. And it's very volatile, very fast, quick money. Okay, right, let's move on, guys. Amazing. So RSI, back to RSI. Now another thing in RSI is pattern as well. In the RSI, just same way there's a pattern. Let's check out the patterns. Now let's check out the various measurements in RSI. Show you now. All right. Now look at this. When was the time? When will it be the time when the Euro USD is going to go back to a buy after a drop? On looking at the RSI, simple. So it's going to be roughly between 27 and 22. So between 27 and 22 or 20, you should be looking to place a buy on the Euro USD because that's what the pattern says. That's what it looks like. You get, look at this. This is 13. This is 21. Right now, it's my strategy. Right, it's JC strategy. It's more on buy stop and sell stop. Why? Because For some of you who've got smaller accounts and you place a buy limit on a trade, and the trade, instead of going into a buy, goes back down to a sell, and you've got £100 your life account, you would have obviously you would have lost, you would lose money, right? And especially if it goes way down and you know, wipe you off of your or your £100 of your €100, whatever currency you're using, or your dollars. But if you place a buy stop instead, it doesn't matter if it goes way down to -2 to 10 on the other side. It's definitely going to come back up, and then when it's coming back up, it's coming back up with a lot of it's going to be very volatile, going to be very fast, very rapid, because you again system. Okay, all right. So number one thing you should look at is the RSI. Now, what was the measurement on the RSI at this point? Let's check. Move the mouse again. Okay, so at about 18:15, that's 6:15. Let's check something for you. 6:15. This is 6:15. Good. Now, you came back from work, or you came back from your office, came back from school, and you saw on the RSI is 23, right? And you said, "Oh, James said when the RSI is below 20 or below 30, it's going to definitely go back up." And you go on the trade. You place a buy stop. You start trading. You start making profits. You know, you're happy. Yup. Right? You're happy. You're making money. It gets there. It comes back down a bit. You know, trading. Now, at this point, this is what you call consolidation. So the price actually is going to consolidate, and then it's going to go back up. Sometimes it moves in a periodic movement. Okay, it moves in a periodic movement, like a zigzag movement, or it moves in a straight line movement. It depends. Okay, all right, guys. So I move on. So on the other side, it was 23. Good trade. Now, look at this. Now, assuming you just look at this trade now, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. Just watch this trade very carefully, guys. Very carefully. And look at this. Assuming obviously it's 26, you go on the trade, it's going up, you placed a buy stop or a buy limit, and it was going up, or you placed it at this point, sorry, at 6:15, you placed it, and then it was going up, and it came all the way down again, and then now you're losing, right? And if you're not having the right mind of trading, you would have probably closed your trade. That's why sentimental analysis is important. When you are angry, when you are sad, don't go on a trade. When you've lost money before on a trade, don't go on it again. Relax. Go back to your IML Academy. Do some trend line study. Go back to your Web Analyzer videos. Watch back. Don't go back on the trade. I want to make back my money I lost. No one is giving you money. You're gonna lose more because you're sad, you're depressed. At that time your eyes start blinking. Seeing stars. So what you do, just relax for a moment. Think about what you did that was wrong. Now assuming you go on this trade at this time, you place a buy stop or buy limit. It went out. Right now it's coming back down. You're like, what's going on, man? I was making money. I should have closed it then. Why? Because you already know it's already on below 20. Below 30. Anyway, and look at, assuming you close the trade because you thought it was going to come back down, you're going to lose money. You close it there, and it came back down there, and it went up all the way up. Look at this. Can you see this? So what are you going to do? You're going to back to your finger. I should have. I should have. And then what happened next? I see some people, because they saw it's going up, they start placing trade where there's no trade. Start placing trade here. Think it's going to go back up more. I'm just going to place it there, and then see if I can make some quick money. And then the next thing what happens? It drops back. It comes back down in loss for them. Now guys, look at this. Can everyone see this? Can everyone see this? Can everyone see it? Based on analysis, can everyone see it? That this thing is about to go up. It's ready to go up. It's getting resistance to go up now. Okay, so we're waiting for it to go up now. So on the other side, it shows it's going up, it's going to go up. On the I'm going to go to stochastic and MACD as well for you guys as well to see that as well to confirm the trade. Okay. All right. So back to sentimental. So your sentiments, how you feeling? So you because you before you're going to lose money, you close out the trade, and then the next thing someone else is making 1 grand on that trade, and you're like, nah, I can't let this go. I have to go on this journey too. And you go on the trade at this point, and then you're making some money, and the next thing just back down, and you're losing. You were trying to scrap there, trying to make some few pounds, few quid. The next thing drops back down and lost for you because you didn't check or you didn't even take time to see. Oh, this thing has gone. It's just gone. It's not a good buy now. I might as well wait for a sell, right? So what you do? Has it gone above 70? Yes, it did. Now look at the trend as well on this trade. Now on the first one, this one, it was on 78. Second one, 78 as well. Now the third one, I'm talking about the the IS values. The third one, 75. Now the fourth one, 70. So what do you think is going to happen to this one? You're going to be on probably in 60, 65, they're about there, right? So don't make the mistake to think that this is going to go to 80. You're going to make 100 pips on this trade. Nah, never. Don't think that. Just make some few pips and close. Okay? Right. So we're waiting for this trade to go up, because some few quid, and then we go and close it. Okay? All right. This is the RSI. Now another indicator that I would also want to show you, which is very important, is the stochastic. Stochastic is very important as well, because actually confirms if this trade is ready to go for a buy. So the RSI tells you it is a good buy. Okay, it's a good buy. However, the stochastic tells you if the trade is pointing to a buy. Okay, now look at this. Okay, look at this. Now it was on 2.4 on the stochastic. The stochastic tells you if the trade is is pointing to a buy, right? So I can say that's the green shirt. Okay, and I'm asking, where is the green shirt? So someone has to point. Okay, that's the direction. Oh, that's the green shirt. That point. So it's going up. It's ready, right? Okay. All right. So what is the stochastic saying on this time? The blue line of the stochastic is the price. So is the price pointing up or down? Up. It means this trade is fit for a buy. Okay? Assuming the stochastic was pointing down and the RSI was was pointing down, and RSI was on 25, right? You shouldn't go on that trade. You should wait some more. The stochastic is what? Pointing what? Up. Can you see it? So it means it's fit for a buy. Next, MACD. Now this is the final confirmation of what trade. A lot of people don't use the MACD, but when the MACD says yes, it's a yes. Now when the MACD says it's a buy, it's a buy. And this is the final confirmation to you. Now this what actually tells you that this is actually ready. Now it takes time for the MACD to. So for the MACD to actually position it to pointing upwards, it means it's ready, it's fit enough for a buy. It takes a lot of time. Sometimes on the RSI, it can be on on 32, from 16 to 32. but the MACD still shows that it's not time yet. It's still pointing down. It's still fluctuating. So you need to wait till when the MACD, the sign of the MACD is pointing directly upwards. The blue line of the MACD is pointing upwards, right? And then you place on that trade. You place a buy on the trade. Okay. What else? Yeah. Now something else. Back to Bolliger Bands. How to have proper risk management on your trade. How to have proper risk management on your what? Trade. Now, this is card USD. You want to go on the trade because it's going to go up definitely. Okay. Very simple. There are certain things people do that that I did as well. It's called. So because of greed, you would want to place a take profit. So you said, listen, I'm going to leave it. Let it run. Let it go. When I get to a particular price, I'll just close it when I feel like. And then you're making £300 on the trade. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up more. It's gonna go up more. Like, just go to 350. I'll just close it. And it gets to 350. Just get to it just. Can you see the euro is going up, guys? Can you see it? And let's just get to 400. I want to check and I'll withdraw the £100. I'll use to pay that thing, and then I'll just and then it goes up. All right, it goes to 400. No, I just wanted to get to 600. I think this trade is really good. It's a good trade. Gets to 600, and then and you're like, no, just wanted to. I think this trade is proper. I think this trade is. Then you go back to the graph. You just check one. I think it's to go up more. I think it's an uptrend. It's an uptrend trade. It doesn't matter if the trade is an uptrend trade. You're placing a buy. Doesn't mean that you're gonna obviously make all the money from the trade. Sometimes it comes all the way down and blows out your account, and then goes all the way back up again. So you want to just make some money because you don't even make £600 an hour in your job. You were working before. So why you want to make £600 in 15 minutes on the trade? That's money that's not yours. Why would you want to make £600 on the trade that you can't you're not getting the job before? Why can't you just make £50, £100 and walk away? This was the mistake that I made severally. For example, in the trade, how many pips would you put your take profits? Okay, I'll go there. I'm gonna get there now, guys. Okay, so why wouldn't you just make some £100, £200 and close the trade, take profits, and then go home and walk away, right? I remember then there was the guy had 250,000. They asked, do you want to continue answer this question or just walk away? He said, I'm good. I'm fit. I've studied so hard. And then he handed the wrong question, and the money dropped to about I had nothing to go on with. So why can't you just walk away? You made that amount of money. Walk away. You have more capital now to do another trade. Forex is a 5.3 trillion daily profit. So you can make 1 billion a day, and the market is it's not, nothing's happening. You can make $1 million a day. I don't know. There's a guy in this company. His name is 19. His name is Javed, right? He's in our company. He's in the same company, just like you. He's got 1 was born in. He lives in this on the earth. He's 19. He's young. No, it doesn't go family, right? He's a millionaire just by trading. So if you think James, is killing it, Web Analyzer, he's doing well, you haven't seen nothing yet. Okay? Now, what differentiates you between you and that guy? Because he took his time to actually learn a skill. It's something that you learn. I remember then when they said probation, I remember when the manager said, you're on probation, James. Remember you're on probation, you need to clean up, come on time, you need to come to work on time, come 6 a.m. Using probation as an excuse to give me extra work what I was not meant to do. So 6 months probation. If you actually take 3 months or 2 months to actually learn this thing properly, just the way what it is. I get a lot of people saying, I placed a trade, I lost money, and I asked, what's your enterprise? I asked them, what was your lot size? Now I just use 1.0, I was gonna go up. the trade definitely might go up as a buy, but can you actually risk that kind of amount of money? That's a mistake I've made so many times, and I had. I remember then when I was growing my account, I had 10 grand in my account, straight 10 grand, right? It was 9 grand. So I had 9 grand, and then because of greed, right, I placed a trade, and it was going really well. I was making 1,200, and someone was telling me, James, close this trade now. You think you close out this trade? Like, no, I think it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up more. And then if it was, going to 800, 700, was going to 600, 500, 200, 100 pounds, and the next thing was on minus. And that's what, as I went minus, it never came back to plus. It never came back. It drained. It took the wind took away all the everything. So I couldn't sleep for 2 days. My eye was blinking my eye. You know when something happens to you, but you can't do nothing about it. You can't. There's nothing you can do. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can only just check your minus. Just check. Go to your history and check minus. Just see minus 6 grand gone. You're gonna just check it. You can't spend it, okay? Because of your greed, right? Do you know you can actually from 100 you made 100 pounds in your trade, yeah? If you don't kill greed on that trade, you can actually lose 1,000 pounds. So you made 100 pounds on the trade, right? It's going well. You should have closed it. You said no. Okay, it's going to minus 50, minus 10, minus 10, 1 pound. It's going to what's it called? Minus 200 pounds, minus 300, and you're thinking, oh, it's going to come back down. It's going to come back. I think it's going to come back up, and it never comes back down because of your greed. So greed is a factor as well. I see a lot of people they do. There's a guy that invented sheriff strategy. On the on Facebook, there's a new strategy that just came on board. It's called sheriff. It's a Nigerian guy. He actually invented the strategy. So I remember then on the Web Analyzer Facebook group, he will post his trade, his profit £1, £1. Sheriff strategy. And everyone was like, "This guy, why is he posting £1? Everyone was laughing at this guy, Sheriff strategy, £1. Well, bearing in mind, this guy was actually learning something. There was 0 loss on his trade. Each trade that he placed was £1, but it was 100% accurate. So he made £1, £1. That's £10, £20, £15 in a day. So now, trading on crypto, Web Analyzer, making £200, £100, from £1, just understanding something. He just understood the strategy and just, make use of it. So you can use, if the fact that you're using iLotsa doesn't mean you're a master trader. It means that you don't have proper risk management. The reason why I use iLotsa sometimes is because I've done my patterns, fundamentals, technical on that trade. I say, okay, I can do this. I can risk this, and I've got big amount. My left account has got big, fat cash there, so I can risk a lot sizes. Okay, so I can risk a lot sizes. So back to Web Analyzer. So someone asked about what's the take profit. I'm going to tell you now. Now, all right, write down. Positioning two. Positioning two. So on the Web Analyzer, we have a tool called the positioning two. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, on the 7th two, right at the left-hand side, there's two called the positioning two. It has a long and a short. Okay, so let me go back. I move my mouse. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the side, no, 7. Sorry, to the 7th one. If I want to place a buy, I go for a long position. If I want to place a sell, I go for a short position. Okay, so assuming I want to place a buy, I go for a long. Why? Because you know, it says short. I'm short of salts. I'm short of fuel. I'm short of water. So the amount of water you have is low, right? So when the value depreciates, it's a short. Okay. So I go for a long because I want to place a buy. So I place it. I click on the entry price which I want to go for. So assuming you say, okay, I think this thing's gonna go up. I want to place a buy stop above. I'll place it above 1.22822 or above, much more above. Leave it there. I click on that. Now something's gonna appear on your screen like this. Don't be scared. Simple. All right. Go to setting. Don't go there, 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 don't go there. Go to what? Setting. Click on setting, done. Ready. Amazing. Don't go to style, don't go to visibility, go to coordinates. Go to what? Coordinates. Amazing. I'll do it again from the beginning. Okay? All right. Take some. Do it again from the beginning. Okay. So don't go to what? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the side of the 7th 2, click on the side. Something's gonna appear there. Long or short? Do you want a long or a short? If you're going for a buy, you go for the long. Going for a short, if you're going for a sell, go for the short. Right? So don't ever miss this thing. So when you want to place a trade, and they tell you you couldn't place that trade or you can't place it, it does not place it. It's either your entry price. If you place a buy stop, your entry price has to be above the current price. So if you place a buy stop and your entry price below the current price, it won't allow you to place it. Okay, you can't place a trade. Okay, so you're going for long. Okay, so I place a price above. Go to setting. Trust me, if you actually use this to like this way, I'm just telling you now, losses will be minimized. So take profits. Now, okay, write down. On the 5 and 15 minutes charts, it is advisable to use 4 to 6 take profits. It's advisable to use 4 to 6 pips on the 5 to 15 minutes chart. Okay, let's say on the 4 to 6 pips. It's advisable. Well, in 15 minutes chart, you can use 10 pips. You know, you can reach 10 pips. So let's use 6 pips. Assuming, as I said, 6 pips. All right, 6 there. Now, write down as well. When I add the number of pips I wish to go for in a trade, I have to always add 0 at the end of the number, at the end of the pips. So if I have 6 pips, what do? I add 0 to it. Becomes 60. So therefore, if I have 60 pips, if I'm using 60 pips, right? I add 0 to it, become 600 pips. Huh? So if I'm using 6 pips, right? I add 0 to it, become 60. I'm using 60 pips, I add 0 to it, become 600 pips. Okay. Now the difference. A lot of people you've not been using the crypto analyzer. I know I've discovered how to use the positioning tool on the crypto analyzer as well now. A lot of people don't really use the positioning tool on the crypto analyzer because obviously you don't know how to, because it's different from the web analyzer. It's simple. So if you're having 6 pips, right, on the web analyzer, on the crypto analyzer, 6 is 60 pips. Okay, 6 is 60 pips. So you add 0 to it. So assuming you want to go for 6 pips on the crypto analyzer, 6 pips, you add 60. Add another 0 to it. Becomes 600. That's 6 pips. So 6 pips is actually 600 pips on the crypto analyzer. That's why the value of because the value is doubled. Okay, the value is doubled on the crypto analyzer. So okay, right. So 6 pips, add 0 to it. Take profits, 20 pips or 10 pips. 20 pips. 20 pips. Add 0 to it. So 20 pips take profit. Stop loss. 20 pips. 20 pips. Right. And take profit 6 pips. So add 0 to that 20 becomes 200. I go to the box 6. I make sure I touch the box 6. I think 20 pips is too much for this trade. I think this trade is gonna go way more than 6 pips. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. So I'm gonna reduce my stop loss as well. Especially now, the amount you go in your life account determines how much you wanna the amount of stop loss you wanna obviously put in. So if you got a smaller account of like £100 or £90, probably wanna use 6 pips as well. Right? Like this. Okay? Smaller, right? It's more reasonable, right? So all you need to do now, these figures, place them on your MetaTrader 4. That's it, done. And then you can go to bed and sleep. Up. Okay, you can go to MetaTrader 4 and then that's it. All right. So assuming I know that this trade is going to go back up to what was to buy, all I need to do is to place buy stop, take profit 6 pips, stop loss 6 pips, add 0 to it to both, and then you leave it. You put these figures on your MetaTrader 4. Entry price 1.22829. Take profit 1.22889. Stop loss 1.22769, and then you place it. Done, and then you leave it, and then that's it. You just watch and let it grow. And once it enters your enterprise, it moves all the way up to take profit. It closes for yourself. You want 6 pips. You're using 0.5, 0.1, or 0.10, 0.15. Whichever loss you're making, you make your £20, £10, and then you close it, and then you're good to go, and then you're good to work to go. All right. So, all right then. Good for that. So, what else? That's it for that one. Yes, one more thing, guys. If you want to know if this trade is actually moving up, going upwards, simple. Go to 1 minute. 1 minute. Look at what's happening on 1 minute chart. If it's going up, then you can tell as well. What's happening in 1 minute? Is it going up? Yes, it is. So it means this trade is actually giving us what we want. Okay, I'm gonna go to 30 minutes now. Let's see what's saying. Now on the 30 minutes trade, this trade is not even it hasn't started yet. See it? It's going up. It's gonna get to this point. Okay, so trust me, guys. What about I've taught you today? If you actually practice it, you make a lot of money. This is gonna go up to about this point. This point there about this point, yeah. And you're gonna close out. Okay. That's it for the web analyzer. Yeah. So Bollinger Band, the price is there. When the red candlestick comes out the line of the lower line of Bollinger Band, is gonna go back up. When the green candlesticks comes out the upper line, comes back down, right? So on the other side, it was about 31, 33. So it's gonna go back up. on the stochastic, it's pointing up, so it's gonna go back. It's gonna go up. On the MACD, it's looking to go up, so it means it's gonna actually go up. Look at, can you see it on the MACD? On the green one, the green line. See, it's about to point up. So it means this trade is gonna definitely go back up. Okay, so I'm gonna record. Obviously, this webinar is recorded. I send it to you. You can check it on the YouTube channel as well. I'm going to send it to everyone. Download it now and send it over. And please practice this strategy. It's going to work on the crypto analyzer as well. Yeah, definitely. Patterns, trends, RSI and stochastic MACD. Use it on the crypto analyzer as well, and you make a lot of money. Please write down. I mean, try a demo account. Just try what you were taught today on demo account before going live. Before trying on live account first. So try a demo account, make some money on demo account, see if it have the evidence that actually work. But it works though. But it works for me. It should work for you as well, because past profit doesn't guarantee future results. So trade at risk, proper risk management, take profit and stop loss always all the time. And I believe I'm looking for your success, guys. I'm looking for your for you guys making 15 grand a month like Matteo did. But as you can see, this trade is actually still going up. If you've got £100 to your account, use lower stop loss. So that's it for today, and I see you on the next webinar, hopefully next week as well. And then let's catch some pips, guys. Let's catch some pips. So if you guys are also on the 90-day game plan, also make use of that plugin now, because it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be amazing, man. You're gonna be chairman is gonna be coming. Now imagine you're making 10 grand a month. You can actually take 5 grand from that 10 and put in your life account, and you're making more money. Trust me, you never in your generation will never go hungry. Every month, taking 5 grand from your residual, put in your life account and trade it. And trade it every month. Trust me, that's an investment, lifetime investment for yourself. So learn the skill properly, and then see you at the top, guys. All right. Have a great day. Have a great night. All right. See you. Making money, buying your cars and everything. All right, then. Thank you very much, everyone. I think that's all for today. We're done. All right. Plug in now, guys. Plug in now. Okay.
I was recording.